Our next chapter is going to be in vectors. Vectors, of course, there are many ways, or there are many OIs from vectors here. But here they are telling us that learning, the competence is the learner understands the nature of vector quantities, manipulates and represents them in order, sort of problems. So the learning outcomes describe position vectors, find the directed vectors, find position vectors of the midpoint of the line segment, uses vector method to divide linear proportionality, uses vector to show parallelism, and many to show collinearity, and so on. So there, what we are going to do, our problem here, we said, if you want to see the full topic of vectors, go to the playlist, scroll down, you'll see vectors in details. You learn slowly. So here they are telling us that a village plans construct two roads, A, B, and C, D, to connect the locations in their area. Road A connects point A, so they're giving us point A. So point A is 2, 3. Then point B is 8, 7. And they're also giving us C is 4, 2. Then D is 10, 6. They want to determine if the roads are parallel to avoid future intersection and ensure smooth traffic flow. If the roads are not parallel, they will consider altering one of the roads to make them non-intersecting. However, if the roads are parallel, they will consider constructing a flyover through the midpoints of the two roads. And they need to find the length of the flyover. First of all, we need to verify if the roads are parallel. The roads they want to construct are AB and CD. So let's first get our AB. Remember, our AB is always OB minus OA, which will be our OB, then our OA, which gets me to, this will be 6, this will give me a 4. So then I come to CD, road CD, show that these are vectors. This will be OD minus OC. My OD is 10, 6 minus OC, which is 4, 2, which gets me to 6, 4. Clearly, you can see that AB equals to CD. So because they are equal, they are having the same, one can be expressed as scalar multiple of the other. So that means that they are equal. So clearly, AB and CD are parallel. So if they are parallel, they cannot intersect. So that was the first part. As long as we can express one as a scalar multiple of the other, then that is clear. So they want now to construct, now they want to construct a flyover intersecting, they consider constructing a flyover through the midpoints of the two roads. Let us first get the midpoints of the two roads. We first of all get midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB. Remember our formula, always our midpoint, we get x1 over 2. So now my midpoint here will be, so the first x here is 2 plus now 8 over 2, 3 plus 7 over 2. So the midpoint will be now 5, 5. So the midpoint of AB is, let me call it M1. The midpoint 1 of the road AB is 5, 5. And you come to the midpoint midpoint of CD. Let me call it now M2. Still X1. So now my midpoint 2, I have now 4 plus 10 over 2. Then I have the y 1, 2 plus 6 over 2. So my midpoint 2, this is going to be now, this will be 14 divided by 2, which is 7. And here 2 divided by 6, which will be a 4. So that's what I have. So this is our midpoint 2. So they want us, okay, they told us that they want to find the midpoints, consider constructing a flyover through the midpoints of the two roads. Find the length of the flyover. So now these are the midpoints. The road they are going to construct maybe is going to be M1, M1. So you can use the vector approach to get the length of D, or we can use the algebraic method to get the length of the distance between these 2 points. So what we prefer is what you should use. Either use vectors or use the algebraic part. So if I'm to use vectors, I can say now I'm going to get M1, so vector M1, M2, which will be OM2 minus OM1, which will be our OM2, which is 7, 4, minus 5, 5, which will give us 2, then negative 1. So now to get the distance, we get down the magnitude of this. So magnitude M1, M2 will be now, remember we said we get a square root of, you square the first quantity, you also square the second quantity, which will give us root 5 units. So that is it. Or alternatively, someone can say, may I want to use the algebraic method of getting our distance will be equal to and then we'll say the first x is 7 minus 5 the whole squared plus now y 4 minus 5 the whole squared, which will give you, this will be 2 squared plus negative 1 squared, still which will give you root 5. So either way, you get the answer. So the length of the flyover will be 5 units. I don't know if they are giving us the units, maybe in meters, maybe in kilometers, would have been able to put the units. So that's it. Next chapter.